Come on, get in there, you. Oh, quit your whining. Your old cage didn't smell any better. So, pay close attention.
Mommy.
I think I missed it.
Will that be in the exam?
Boo!
Take it easy now. Nothing can happen until I, press here, right? Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
No, not like a balloon in any way at all.
Why not? I like balloons. Remember, observe the anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation at ratemyprof.org. Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest. The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit. Ooh. What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather that it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
Huh. Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja. Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that.
Mama.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note, because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Threatened? My katana's ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, Romantic Ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten. What would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside it. So, the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert? I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. You're now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by.
Mama.
She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrain.
Their parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do.
Shame.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Boo!
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people, a dreamer, a fantasist. Yes, an anarchist.
Honestly? Huh.
Please, Professor, don't disturb him. He should be given time to think about his mistakes.
That's what I always say too, but it's way funnier when you say it, because you repress your own mistakes. Birds don't need warning signs. They're free! Free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so. Ha-ha! It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
Hands off! That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas. My old pipe. That's just what I need right now. Oh, Strong stuff, this tobacco. It, it reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time, and with women, of course.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university. I was supposed to take over my father's business, the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
May I?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance. You're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to... the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow!
Cool.
Whoa.
Impressive, isn't it? What is it?
Me!
Ah, Nerdbirds?
Oh, an impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
you need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
4D glasses, feta cheese, anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I had expected liquid bronze. away with the stuff. And strike.
What's going on? My mucous membranes are swelling up. Oh, anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy. My eyes are burning.
Bravo! You finally hit something dead on. My sense of humor.
Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
I already told you that's a goat. Where do you think the bleeding comes from?
From my wife, of course. She's always bleeding on at me, claiming that my sports things are actually animals, nuns, or the neighbour's children. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get down here to the underwater palace?
Okay, suppose that it isn't a goat. Can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself. But be careful, sometimes they bite.
Uh-huh. Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any, except for the fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework. I don't know much about the production of nicotine gum, but I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine. Should work, right?
Nicotine chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in. Munchtastic! Ooh, yummy!
There it is again. The pleasant feeling of having sticky shards of glass in your coat pockets. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2. There's that mysterious glow again. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D makes potential. Who can tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch! That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. I see a kind of ring.
Oh, I know! That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed. Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down.
There! The portal is open!
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure? No problem. I'm a professional when it comes to generating pressure.
Ah! Daniel!
Gadzooks! There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
McGronicle!
Hurrah!
The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened a portal to Kubat.
And how high is high?
Haven't a clue. 1 in 1,000 maybe?
And that's good?
Relatively. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, one more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick Gola.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait.
No, I'd rather go get her right away. Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theater wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that. Yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse metaphors. What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the lover mat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day, we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to end up being undone and reversed, so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Easy. In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There, look at that.
Hitchcraft?
Hope. It doesn't matter. Let's go. What the? What now? That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Hey you, Fulock! Get off of my porch!
Ah, a local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch!
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed right.
Oh.
One step closer and I'll blow your turnip off.
But Glandy, it's me, Professor Rufus. Doesn't that ring a bell?
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's to thank for all of this. Just junk crabs and mites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done! Now get out of my yard.
All right, all right. Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present.
And future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future?
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do have a couple. Rocco What the hell did you say? Are you Rocco McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr., and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friends?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy?
Not really. We were separated.
Well, 2 strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to our farm, turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where am...
turn...
Where the hell am I?
You're in Paradox City, the city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose. Although, here we're not so much between the future. That doesn't exist here.
What does that mean, you have no future?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the portal building authorities. They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
I urgently need to get to Kuvak.
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the portal building authorities. They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there? That's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point. Like everything here.
Ah, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, there you are.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I met in the city.
My granddad. I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions change the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time scheme than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse. But there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time...
The clocks run differently. I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvak. We used it earlier ourselves.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first. But so much the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back. Hey, Gold? No time for coffee. Time to move. Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? I mean, your goal, too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus, savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land and was stranded.
For us, only a few hours have passed. For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on, What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, come on. Where's the portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places and time. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we even allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.
Amazingly, there was still a bit of antidote left.
Uh-huh.
You girls having a good talk?
I'm just telling Goal about your stamp cannon.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have used so much cheese. Can I take that?
No, it's not finished yet.
I could finish it.
And just how are you going to finish it?
I can finish anything.
You're going to finish me off one of these days.
Are you finished yet?
Yes.
No,
Oh, we'll just take it then.
I will.
On your marks, go.
And finish.
Okay, what just happened here?
We're out of Fulok soup. We've got toast and milk. And I'm also available on the cheap. My name's Rita. Are you single?
No. Yes. It's complicated.
Don't waste my time. I'm almost 40 and I'm a waitress in the city with no future. Do you really think I'm interested in listening to you moaning on?
Well, you asked. I just wanted to...
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Do you hear that? That's my biological clock. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next in line.
Busy here. Anything free today?
Yeah, a tip for your girlfriend. As long as she hasn't got a ring on her finger, she shouldn't let her man walk around the city on his own.
No, I meant the food.
Why didn't you say so? We're out of Fulok soup. We've got toast and milk. Any other questions?
One order of, toast and milk, please.
Got any money?
Nope.
Then your girlfriend must be blind.
The portals are closed.
Ah!
Thought so. Classic case of last-minute panic. Do you have a time machine?
Do you think I'd look like this if I had one? Time machines have become quite rare. Maverick has an instant change, but he'd rather run over his grandfather than take someone else on board. And then there's Vince, but he can only offer deterministic time travel. Firstly, that's boring, and secondly, Vince smells of prunes. Otherwise, I only know of the old time pod in Rocco's garage. No idea if that still works. So, if you need passage, just forget it. We're all stranded here. The best thing you can do is get married as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Boo!
Ah! Oh no! The Fulok soup! I'm gonna get fired for sure. My whole future depends on this job.
I thought there was no future here.
There is for me. My future self is sitting over there in the corner. He says that if I don't try a lot harder, I'll never be as successful as, well, me. He said I've got to save, work hard, and sign up to a pension plan. Otherwise, I'll never drive a sleek Instant Change 5. And then, well, it would all be for nothing.
Why don't you just make a new soup?
I can't. We've run out of Fulok ribs. Oh, man. What a disaster.
Is that your ride out there?
Why? Have I blocked you in?
No, don't worry.
Shame. So why are you asking?
Well, you left the lights on. If you give me the key, then...
Nice try. Not only does the Instant Change Coupe make time travel possible without that bothersome time branching, it also has the automatically adjusting headlights since the 5 series.
That's a nice device. No two ways about it.
Every time traveler's dream. For a long time, I thought I'd never be able to afford more than the 2 series, the so-called buttered churn, but I was ambitious. I wanted the 5 series more than anything else. I've slogged and slaved, shed blood, sweat, and tears, scrimped and saved again. And now that I've got there, the only thing that still gives me any joy is pushing around other people who don't slave away as hard as I did back then. For example, my former self, that lazy slacker. He should have served me a bowl of delicious Fulok soup ages ago. But do you see any delicious Fulok soup around here, huh? I don't. If he doesn't start moving my ass soon, I could be due a real ass chewing.
Do you own one of the time machines out there?
But of course, my young friend. I call it the retardis.
Why is everyone laughing?
Because they have no idea. The retardis is a jewel in the crown of time travel technology.
He said jewel.
Mr. Vincent is neglecting to tell you that his antediluvian vehicle cannot undertake genuine time travel, only deterministic time travel.
You can't change the past with it. You're stuck there until you've recreated the condition of the timeline at the point of departure.
Huh? Don't listen to them. A trip in the retardis is always worth it. If you like, I can take you on a little spin. All I need is a portal map with precise space-time coordinates on it. Just ask the lads at the portal building authorities.
That time traveler apparently comes from a completely different ethnic background. This is where my respect for foreign cultures and my diplomatic tact come into play.
Ooga, ooga.
Good day, sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. May I introduce myself? My name is Ang.
Hello. You understand what I say?
But of course, communication is one of the most important attributes for the profession in which I work. I'm a trader, and it would be a true conviviality to engage in business with you. I vend in medicinal herbs for a healthy intestinal flora, in exchange for vintage art from the Neolithic period.
I give stone. You give fart mash.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Occupied.
You plan on being done in the crapper anytime soon?
Don't rush me. I suffer from severe temporal constipation.
Temporal constipation? Not perhaps temporal diarrhea?
No, I'm over that. But how the crap?
Surprise, surprise, huh? I recognized your voice. You're the time crapper. The temporal toilet tourist, who apparently has made it his mission to clog every toilet in the entire multiverse.
End times person? Is that you? But I've only just met you. You gave me this wonderful toilet paper.
The money from Cletus's suitcase. I remember. But that was my other adventure, a version of the future which no longer exists. As if a huge plug were clogging everything up.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, everything was flowing just fine. Now it's come to a standstill.
Exactly. But I'll get things back up and running.
Oh, that would be great.
Peanuts. Tasty.
What? You eat Mikey?
What? But, oh no. I thought you were Peanuts.
Don't worry. Mikey was an ass anyway.
And we are Peanuts.
Sapient peanuts from another time. Delicious and clever.
What do you know? Can I maybe take you along anyway? The way things are going here, I'll probably have to make you into peanut butter.
No. To be honest with you, we wouldn't like that.
Let him speak. Maybe he's got a good reason.
A good reason to turn us into peanut butter? Oh, yeah, true. He hasn't given us one yet. Yeah, why does he want to do that?
You're right. Just forget I said anything.
No probs, matey. No offense.
Come back again once you thought of a valid reason, you pillock. Don't you dare! Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulocks?
Well, I thought nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Don't think, soldier! It's war out here, and in war, there were only losers.
What are those trash cans for?
That's where we keep the seeds so they don't go bad, and so the wombats can't get at them. Most critters are getting worse by the day, almost as bad as the Fulocks. I catch them meddling with the bins all the time. That's why I always keep my eyes on both sides. My wife says I've started to squint. It's a good job it's so quiet on the Fulock front. We're not equipped for a war on two fronts.
Yoo-hoo, I have a question.
Keep it short, I've got work to do. We're about to make the breakthrough into the future. I can already smell it.
Sorry, it's the excitement. What exactly are you doing here?
We suspect there may be a so-called future in sediment beneath the city. That's why we started to hollow out its foundations.
Aren't you worried that that could make the city somehow, I don't know, slide maybe?
The chances always offset the risks. The unimaginative rednecks up there have no idea what a rough diamond they have right under their feet. They see no further than the base that guarantees their apartments stay standing. I see street cafes, Martin, office spaces, and affordable lofts for fashionable high-income earners.
Such as architects working for the Portal Building Authorities, for example?
Exactly.
I have to get to Kuvak, one day before the end of time.
Wait, Kuvak? Unlucky and unluckiness. We do have a portal to Kuvak, but that's on the old Hermit's land, so it's not connected to the time travel superhighway yet. We've been fighting for that right of way for ages.
That isn't the problem. The problem is that the portals have closed back up again.
No, it's not a problem, it's an opportunity. It's proof once more of how important the connection between Paradox City and the future is. I can already see the campaign. The only way back leads forwards. Or better still, back through the future.
But that's all just drivel. The reason for the lack of a future lies in the past.
That's a hogwash. Today was yesterday. The future belongs to those who have the courage to look forward.
Oh, you have no idea. I'll let you get on with your work.
Finally! I was afraid I'd miss out on the future, all because of you.
The world isn't ready for this art yet, but I'm sure they'll appreciate it in the future.
Oh no, Fulock alarm.
Oh, again? Ugh, that means we'll have to take another compulsory break.
No, it doesn't mean that. One can't keep the future waiting.
Why? Has he got somewhere to go?
Strange. I can't see anything. Hey, wait a minute. I know that sound. There were wombats in the bins again. Where are you little beasts? Come on now, show yourselves. Where are you little beasts? Come on now, show yourselves. Come on now, show yourselves. Come on now, show yourselves. Give me something to shoot at. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Strange. I can't see anything.
Ta-da!
Fulock ribs! Now, where did you get them?
Where do you think? I ripped them off a Fulock.
I don't know how I can ever thank you enough. But if it's not asking too much, could you take the soup to my future self?
Sure, why not?
But careful. I think he's looking for a reason to get me fired.
Fulock soup! Finally! Darn. That was actually quite alright.
Am I hearing disappointment?
Yes. Of life. I've grafted away all my youth to be able to afford an instant change 5. Now I'm old. Making other people's lives hell is the only joy I have left. And now, I can't even manage that anymore.
Ah, don't be so hard on yourself. You can do it.
Be a good little boy and bring me some seconds. Maybe then I'll find the hair in my soup that will give me an excuse to fire someone.
That's the spirit.
And what did he say about the soup?
Looks like he enjoyed it. He wants another one.
Really? Oh boy! Maybe I haven't screwed up my future after all. Here. Fortunately, we've now got loads of this stuff.
Waiter, there's a hair in my Fulock soup. Then be glad you didn't order the Fukaka soup.
Fulock soup! Finally! I was about to get my former self fired. What? Wait a minute. What the hell is this? There's a hair in my soup! I want to see the manager immediately!
What? How did you get here so quickly?
Oh, you're obviously experiencing a side effect of my new Instant Change 2. It uses a time travel technique that doesn't create any new timelines. All changes become immediately visible.
Didn't you just want to save up for Series 5?
Yes, but then my future self came along, completely broke. So, I bought the 2 series off him. It's quite practical, as long as you don't take pregnant women on board. And now that I don't need to save anymore, I quit immediately. My future self was probably more in need of a job anyway.
And what are you gonna live on?
I'll break into my pension plan, and then, well, we'll see. The future suddenly looks bright again.
So, that's your Instant Change 2 out there?
Yes? Why?
Well, you left the lights on.
Ugh, really? It's probably a problem with the electrics again. Damn butter churn. Ah, why oh why didn't I save up for the 5 series?
Nobody knows.
Here, could you turn it off for me?
Sure, happy to help.
Rufus, bring stone.
Interesting. Basalt from the Germian Fatstone Mountains. I can make out deposits of obsidian, and even inclusions of chrysoberyl. I have at least 2 clients who would pay a great deal of money for such a rock.
I give stone. You give fart mash.
Quite right. Quid pro quo.
Here, this is sure to help.
Oh, that's exactly what I need. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Thank you. Now I can finally continue on my journey to a galaxy far, far away. Take care, end times person.
Whoa. One order of toast and milk, please.
On its way.
Here, the rest is a tip.
Oh, I hate this job.
Ha-ha! Success! Wow, what is all this stuff? I wonder if I'll be able to start the engine. Damn butter churn. A genuine engine would be nice, but looky here. Surprise, surprise. It's short one cylindrical device. Poetry. Hey, Rocco.
Howdy, Rufus.
Can you repair the portals?
Worrying, isn't it? But there's nothing that can be done about it. Portals have neither a motor nor any other mechanical components.
Oh, then it's all up to me again. Are there any goats in Paradox City?
Not that I know of, and I'm sure you'll find something better to sweeten the time until the portals open up again, you rotter.
Huh? I have to get to the time pod.
No can do. It's a bit of a family heirloom.
Nonsense. It belongs to the old Goal.
Belonged to. She left it to my father.
But that's...
You won't be able to argue with my granddad, Rufus.
Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I'm a mysterious voice from your memory.
What? Since when?
Don't you like it?
Sure, it's pretty cool.
Who are you talking to?
Quiet back there. Got a tip on how to get past him?
Not really. He was the most stubborn human being that I've ever known.
That's not a lot of help.
You are right. Sorry. Now I feel slightly silly. Farewell.
Are you all right?
Huh? Why?
Oh, nothing. What was your question again?
Ah, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
This is a workshop, right?
Caught red-handed. Maybe I should have hidden the tools.
Fix this.
What is it?
What does it look like?
I guess it's an antediluvian cylinder head. As all of the time travelers come here from the past, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's not even worth repairing. But I do happen to have a spare cylinder in stock. Keep it. The first spare part is always on the house.
Funny. With me, the first always goes through the neighbor's window. Hello, Rita. What's new?
Don't waste my time. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next in line.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Hello, what's...
Don't order some...
Yeah.
I really...
Mike?
Piss up!
But for love.
Wow, now that's what I call a proper answer. Oh, we'd be happy to sacrifice ourselves for love.
Yippee! Me first!
But one more question. How exactly does it help love if we're made into peanut butter? Oh, yeah!
I'd like to know that too.
Let him speak!
I want to win back Goal's affection.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't know.
I'm not convinced either. But this is Goal we're talking about. Yeah, but who's Goal? I mean, do we even know her?
I certainly don't know her.
Oh, true. So how do we know if you're a good match?
Goal is also more of a long-term goal.
Huh? How do you mean?
Oh, it's so cryptic!
You're right. Just forget I said anything.
No probs, matey. No offense.
Come back again once you thought of a valid reason, you pillock.
Hello, Rita. What's new?
Don't or just.
Yeah,
I really.
I see all the prerequisites for an entrancing love story. I just think the female lead should be recast. Hello, what's...
Don't or just... Yeah, I really...
Hey, Rock.
Howdy.
It's and
Yay!
What?
Always nice.
You're behaving.
Ah.
Just think. 5 different animal bites in half an hour. Hello? Respect? Ah, speak of the devil.
The portals have closed.
I'm sure.
I already thought of something.
No, in a nutshell.
Are you telling her about our adventures?
Your reappearance has brought back a lot. I'd almost... Of course, they won. Ah!
The portals have... I have to... Are you coming?
Can't it wait? I'm having a
Of course.
You do.
Actually, I just... Hey, Rocco.
How?
Oh. hello. What's...
Don't or just...
What do you think of Rocco?
Rocco McChronicle from the garage? Young, athletic, a tushy to die for, put short. Not in my league.
But you flirted with me.
Not so loud. I don't want everyone to know how desperate I am.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Hey, Rocco.
Howdy, Rufus.
I think I know someone who likes you.
You think so?
Of course. She's just waiting for you to propose.
I can hardly imagine that's true. She would have said something.
Nonsense. She wants you to take the first step.
But by proposing to her, isn't that a bit too forward?
Women want to be rushed. What woman would get involved with you if she had time to think, huh? So go, go, go. Otherwise, someone else is likely to take her. And to the victor go the spoils.
But I haven't got a ring, and I haven't got a tailcoat for the wedding either.
You let me worry about that. Your job is to come up with the right words for your proposal. A little tip. Here am I, there are you, platypoo. Sometimes works wonders.
But... oh dear.
Look who's back again. Have you remembered why you wanted to turn us into peanut butter yet?
For love.
Yeah, we've been here before. The question is, does it help love if we're made into peanut butter?
I want to marry Rita off to Rocco.
Rocco McChronicle from the garage?
I like him.
Oh, a dream couple. What do you say, boys? Should we sacrifice ourselves for love? Yeah!
Yeah! For Rita and Rocco!
Come on! What are you waiting for? Take us and make us into peanut butter!
For love!
For love! For love!
What do you reckon, guys? Ready for a change of scenery?
Of course! Let's go, matey!
Yippee!
Of course. I could use the engine to churn butter for me.
What did he say? Psst! Don't talk over him!
I think it's about to get interesting.
You guys. I'm really gonna miss you.
Why? Where are we going?
Hey! Is this some kind of carousel?
Quiet! It's starting! Yoo-hoo!
Yay!
Yeah! Ow! Oh, no! Ow! Oh, ooh, the pain! Ah! Oh, but why? Why?
Your sacrifice will not have been in vain. Yummy, 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 yummy. That reminds me of the sandwiches I used to steal from Wenzel.
Don't mess around with that. If any of that stuff gets into my drill, it'll be you that's stuffed next. Don't mess around.
What are you reading?
Hey, this is the future issue of Hats.
What else? And are helmets making a comeback?
No, sadly not. In the future, all manual work will be performed by machines.
That would be great. Then no one would have to work.
Why do you think I work so hard? Certainly not for the money. This job is so badly paid that I need a second one to make ends meet.
And what's your second job?
I write fake reviews for an ad finance rating portal that compares free comparison sites for buying building machinery.
Huh. If only we finally had machines that could relieve us of all these important tasks.
Don't mess around.
That's, the hat.
I already told...
Can I?
No. I need it for research purposes. In this highly technological working environment, further education is an integral part of everyday work and life.
You could take a break.
Ah, my lunch break is well overdue. Unfortunately, I can't leave the machine on its own.
Yes, it seems to me that your presence is downright imperative.
I tell you what, you can have the magazine if you bring me a peanut butter sandwich.
A peanut butter sandwich, huh? No problem. Did someone order a delicious peanut butter sandwich?
Mmm, yummy, delicious. Here, keep the magazine. I've read it from cover to cover at least 3 times. Oh, and there's even some motor oil on it. Just like Mom used to make it.
Let's see what's in fashion in the future. Turbans? Seriously? Yoo-hoo! I have another question.
Of course. Distract me, why don't you? It's only our future we're talking about.
Do you happen to know in which time I could find a tailcoat and a wedding ring?
A wedding? And you tear me away from my valuable work for this?
What could be more important for the future than family planning?
Perhaps you're right. I see playgrounds, schools, kindergartens, and parking spaces for pushchairs right in front of the organic supermarkets.
Sounds heavenly.
Just a minute. I might just have the information that you need, but knowledge always has its price. My informant would like to know, in return, what the new trends in hat fashion will be.
Hat trends? What is it with the hat trends these days?
Can you find out or not?
Yes. Wait, there was something. Oh, well, that's easy. Turbans are all the rage.
Oh, really? That sounds quite far-fetched to me. You got any proof for that?
Of course. Here.
Yes. That'll do. My informant is satisfied. And he actually knows where you will find these objects. I'll write the corresponding coordinates on the map. There. Now please, piss off.
Can you take me there?
Let's see. Yes, that should be possible. My old bones could do with a little bit of adventure.
Don't allow yourself to be hoaxed, my friend. There is no adventure in deterministic time travel.
Ah, poppycock. Don't listen to them.
Never have, never do, never will.
Time conductor, check. Tachyon concentrator, check. Hemorrhoid ring, check. Ah, I'm so excited. My prostate is positively tingling.
Tight squeeze, your time machine.
It's smaller on the inside. Cool, huh? Come and sit on Grandpa's knee. And off we go!
Oh no, not again.
You know this place?
Yes, I was already here once today. Or rather, will have been. The turban, the bowling polisher, everything is still in place, unused.
Oh dear, that does make things a little bit more complicated.
More complicated?
What can you do? These are the vagaries of deterministic time travel. When you arrived here earlier, we'd already left. That also means that we can't leave before everything is exactly as you found it later.
And what happens if I do change something?
That really does depend. Did you happen to notice a little pile of ash right where we're standing now on your last visit?
How about this? I'll get my things, and then try to get everything ready just the way I found it later.
That would be very welcome.
Hello again.
Have we met?
Of course. You're the Pipehead Man, the fortune teller from Porta Fisco. And when we met just now, you said exactly the same thing. Although, damn, that hasn't happened yet. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Vince? Would it be really dumb to talk to someone who won't know me yet later this evening?
Yes, that really would be very dumb. Did I forget to tell you that?
Yes, you did.
Well, then it's good that you thought of it in time.
Yes, isn't it? Can you maybe just forget that we saw each other?
Not when you're behaving so strangely.
Oh, come on, it's really important.
The only thing I can do for you is tell your future.
Okay, well then. What are the hat trends of the future?
Not a completely trivial matter. I'll ask the ball.
Me, 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 me.
One more question. Do you believe there's a tailcoat and a ring somewhere here?
Funny you should ask. I'm convinced there is.
Very good.
Funny. Why does that seem so familiar?
The ball has spoken. The answer is... turbans! I always knew it. And now, please, excuse me. I saw an exciting article.
Hello, stranger. If you don't have an appointment, I could fit you in half an hour, but it wouldn't include washing.
I'm not a customer.
Ah, I was hoping that was the case. Most of them don't make their appointments themselves.
You look familiar.
Impossible. I have a splendid memory for faces. You need that in my job.
As a prophet?
As a gravedigger. Customers don't come back very often, but if they do, it's important to realize early on. As a matter of fact, I've always wanted to become a prophet. Unfortunately, my father thought the job had no future.
Like so much nowadays.
Exactly. But there'll always be work for gravediggers.
Believe me, the day will come when you will in fact be a prophet.
And how do you know that? Are you a prophet?
Am I a prophet? I'd say yes.
Lucky you.
We could trade jobs.
Me? A prophet? Oh, that would be so wonderful. But I mustn't neglect my job as a gravedigger. I've got to finish carving this gravestone and dig that grave over there. I wanted to prepare a bit. Unfortunately, I don't know who will end up in this grave.
You're lucky I'm a prophet. I'm gonna end up in this grave.
And that doesn't bother you at all?
I've seen far more bothering things in the last few days. The men's sauna on Elysium tops the list, though.
But, well, if it's your grave, why don't you dig it? If you manage that, then all I need is the appropriate outfit, and then we're in business.
Dig my own grave? Nothing easier. I'm on.
Doodaloo.
Pay attention. I'll show you how to dig your own grave.
Actually, I've got to go and get my tablets.
No, this is more important.
Bravo! Sound work.
With a little more time, I would have added a minibar.
You've got what it takes to dig graves. That much is clear. All we need now is a profit outfit, and then we can swap jobs.
I think I have just the right thing for you.
Oh, I don't know. It's a bit smelly.
It's the fashion these days. Go ahead. Try it on.
Well, look at that. It fits perfectly.
It emphasizes the shoulders and conceals your cellulite problem.
Congratulations, Rufus. You're now a grave digger. Here, take the outfit. You've earned it.
Huh? Here's a switch on the bottom. I wonder. Yikes! What have we here? That's no crystal ball. This is a portable time portal. This whole fortune teller number is nothing but a fraud. Huh? Here's a switch on the bottom. I wonder. Yikes! What have we here? That's no crystal ball. This is a portable time portal. This whole fortune teller number is nothing but... Where'd it go? Ow!
What? What happened? Where am I? Ooh. I can't remember a thing.
Huh. I'll take that. Quick, Vince. We're done here. Hit it!
That was fun. We should definitely do that again.
No, let's not, Vince. Huh? What's going on here?
Rufus, over here. Finally, where have you been?
Take it easy. You don't find a tailcoat in just any cemetery.
But years have passed here in interim time. I proposed to her ages ago.
I see. Then you don't need this stuff anymore.
On the contrary, I need them more urgently than ever. The wedding party is waiting. Have you got everything?
Almost. Got the tails. All that's missing is the ring.
But that's the most important thing.
Don't panic. I'll take care of it.
Hurry, please. So? Did you get the ring?
What do you think? Here.
Thank you so much. You're a real friend.
A real friend who now has free reign. Let's go. Ow! Where have I landed this time? Not in Kuvak. That much is certain. Hello, stranger. Can you tell me where I've landed?
We call this place the Waste of Time. But I'm no stranger. We set great store by that here. My name is Momed. I belong to the Native Legion. This here is the land of my forefathers. This desert is said to have been a beautiful place many generations ago. But then foreigners came and claimed the land for themselves. And with them came the drought. Now, we are at war to reclaim our forefathers' lost paradise.
That sounds quite understandable. With a name like Waste of Time, I would have expected something more senseless.
The legends say that the true meaning of the name only becomes clear when you know its history. Personally, I think it's got something to do with the broken clocks.
A pile of broken-off clock hands. They could come in handy, just like most scrap eventually proves useful. Can I borrow the crossbow?
We're in the middle of a ceasefire.
Perfect. Then you don't need it. Right. That could make a good poison for bolts. Rufus, time traveler, wedding planner, temporal sniper. Clock hands for crossbow ammunition? Well, why not? Oh, great. The time pod now looks even worse than before. Let's see if it still works. I can scan for portals, but I can't open them. And it only recognizes the portal I came here through. Well, here we go. Ha! Right on target. What can I say? About time that something finally went right around here again. Everything here is broken. Was I gone that long? Rita! Rita, you're alive! But then, who's lying back there with Rocco?
Who do you think? It's that prim and proper girl, Goal, his wife.
But that can't be. That can't have happened. And anyway, he was supposed to marry you.
Perhaps you should have told him back then.
Didn't I? I thought I had. But that means Goal is dead?
Everyone's dead.
Goal.
Without the portals, everything here died. I'm the last survivor, but not for much longer. Food supplies have run out.
Don't panic. I'm here now.
Nice offer, but there's not much flesh on your bones.
I meant I'm here to fix things.
If you're that keen on fixing something, the jukebox is broken. I wish it would play just one more time.
Yikes! Oh, I'm here, but why isn't anything moving? Hello? Oh no, not good. Now the can landed right in his coat pocket. How am I ever supposed to get hold of it now? I need them more urgently than he does. Just about done.
Oh, that's pretty. Thanks, Rufus. You've made an old woman cry over her ruined cartridge collection. Oh, well done.
Oops. Ta-da! Makes Aha! I see potential. For the new place, some seeds for his vegetable garden, and whoop.
Mr. Rufus, finally! We almost gave up on you.
Me and my mommy in the mountain.
Why? How long was I gone?
More than half an hour.
That's all? Years have passed in the interim time.
But you seem to have aged so well. You haven't even changed clothes.
I wasn't there long. I was stuck in another time. But Gold, McChronicle, and Count Glandula. I'm afraid so. But we're time travelers, right? We can return to a previous state of interim time, right? Think. How do I get back to the correct interim time? There has to be a way.
Were there any other portals?
In range? Actually, only that little one there. But it's too narrow. And when I reach through, all I see is the scene from earlier where Glandy fell through the hole.
Well, there we have it. The holes are clearly just a half an hour apart in real time. If you hurry, you could reach earlier on through the small portal from the other side and follow yourself into interim time through the big one.
Can anyone translate this nerd speak for me? Oh, that! There's just one problem. The portal is too small. I can't get through.
And I think I know why. The tachyon valves aren't open wide enough. Here, take my tachyon valve key.
Your what?
Move.
Ah!
That should do it.
Wish me luck.
Be quick. With every second you spend outside interim time, time has also passed earlier on.
Ouch! What are you staring at?
Mr. Rufus, sir? But you've only just jumped through the portal.
Of course, that's logical. Aren't you paying attention? Before I go, your achievements this semester weren't bad, with still plenty of room for improvement. I hate goodbyes. Ouch! Hey, I'm back in Paradox City. But when? The wedding. It's already started. Stop the wedding!
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I'm getting my girl back.
What the hell? Your girl? Really? What exactly is it that makes me your girl? The fact you left me in the lurch here? The fact that you then disappeared for several years? Did you really think I'd just sit around here waiting for you? No way, Jose. We've not known each other a whole day.
I've known you much longer.
You know nothing. You mean the other girl. And you left her in the lurch too. She told me everything. It's possible that you two had a great time back then, but I'm not her.
My goodness! You're jealous!
What? You damn... Ugh!
Goal, wait!
Bravo. Well done. I thought we were friends.
I'm doing fine too. Thanks for asking. Besides, I have everything here under control. Just let me talk to her, okay?
But hurry, the meat cake is getting cold.
Hey, Goal?
Clear off. Get it into your tiny head. It's too late for us.
Huh? No! You got that wrong. The marriage wasn't completed. Everything's okay.
Excuse me. Are you a sandwich short of a picnic? I know you're a bit slow, so I'm going to speak very slowly, okay? I have been living in Paradox City for over 2 years. I've only known you a day. This is my home.
But you can't stay here. Once time resumes, this place won't even exist.
I don't care.
Okay, I'm beginning to understand what's going on here. You're mad because I left you alone. But look, it was worth it. Ta-da!
What's that meant to be?
Tachyon bolts. You can use them to open portals. We can finally escape this death trap.
What the... You really haven't got it at all, have you? I'm going to get married. I don't need any stupid...
Goal, don't! There are... portals here. Wait, Goal. I'm coming. Ouch! What? Where's the time pod? Oh no! How are we ever supposed to get back? Can you inform my betrothed that I could really use a little help here?
Could you please inform this moron that I am not his bride-to-be?
I think you two lovebirds should sort that out for yourselves.
Ta-da! Makes... Aha! I see potential. This is the way, but I'm no... Who knows who else should... Good news! I found a way out of here.
It sounds like somebody spoke, but I can't see anyone.
Oh, stop the nonsense already. We can go back to the interim. That has to be in your interests.
Aha! Mr. Wedding Crasher suddenly knows what's best for me.
Goal, I'm sorry. I didn't want us to end up here. Although kidnapping the bride, strictly speaking, is one of the best man's traditional duties.
I know that you don't do these things deliberately. And I know it's my fault that we're stuck here. But for a time traveler, your timing really sucks. Whilst you're away, the old Goal told me a lot about you. She said that you would come back and that I should be patient. She said that you had taught her to never give up hope. But all I could think of was that I didn't want to end up like her. Twice you've simply disappeared from her life, Rufus. But every time she had just about accepted that you would never come back, you pop up again. How is a girl meant to deal with that? Is that just one of your signature moves? And you pulled the same stunt on me 3 times now.
And that's why you prefer to rot in the desert? Come on. What's that saying? All good things come in 4s.
Ugh.
Huh. She's pretty upset.
That's good. We have a saying here in the desert. If you want a coconut, chasing your wife up the palm tree is half the battle. She'll get down by herself.
Really? If that's true, I'm really on a run. They call him Rufus.
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Goal!
Never heard of you, but I couldn't let you in anyway. Orders are orders.
But that's... Ah!
Problems?
Rocco won't lower the bridge.
Then he obviously hasn't got to know you yet on this timeline.
That's not a problem. He will very soon.
I guess the guy isn't so great after all, huh?
I seem to have a talent for attracting idiots.
True. First Cletus, then this guy. You really do seem to pick the biggest dorks around. Aha! I see potential.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm folding myself a 4-dimensional calendar out of recycled paper.
It looks more like you're trying to open up a portal to me.
Well, open portals are January's theme.
That's an Elysium portal. The Fulocks will come.
Then just try and stop me. I'm curious to see how you're gonna do that without opening the gate.
I'd be obliged to shoot.
Or did you plan to... Wait a minute. What did you say?
Are you serious? You would sooner shoot us than let us in.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Then brace yourself, my friend, because I'm traveling with the guy who breaks them, even if it means that he'll get shot to pieces in the process. Isn't that right, Rufus?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, have you any ideas yet how we're going to get past him?
Huh?
Up here, Rufus.
Oh, sorry. I just had an idea. We could...
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, what are you whispering about?
And then...
If you're whispering, you must be lying.
And that's it. Think you can do it?
Of course. Why not? Let's do it. Take your position, soldier.
Really? Okay. I'll give you the signal when I'm ready. Goal! Now!
What the? Oh. Oh.
What is it? Is the portal open already?
Just a moment. Okay, now.
No! Stop!
Huh. Now we're together on Elysium after all.
Well, I guess we are.
Come on. There should be a lot of other portals here.
Can't we just stay here?
Goal, we talked about this. At first, I also thought that was a good idea. But who will save the world if not us?
That's unfair. Why are we not allowed to be happy?
Goal?
Problems, dangers, problems, more dangers. It's almost as if someone was watching us and...
Goal!
Uh-oh.
Surprise!
Ronnie!
Hang on. Are you the one responsible for all these Fulocks?
Aren't they just great? And so much more efficient than the old robo-servants. They're certainly in greater demand. The security personnel are especially popular. Every morning's the same. No sooner have I sent out the first Fulocks than the sirens start wailing all over the place. Security alert! Security alert! They can't get enough of them.
Ronnie, you've got to stop!
The Fulocks aren't security forces. They're a breach of security.
That's the beauty of it. People love that. Petting animals and go-karts. People want drama, action, a new Armageddon every day. And thanks to this time loop thingy, there are no consequences. Well, what do you think of my new entertainment program?
You're crazy, Ronnie.
Could be crazy for fun!
This is not some kind of joke here, Ronnie. It's deadly serious.
How can it be serious if it has no consequences?
Because consequences are important. Without consequences, everything is just pointless.
So what? Fun is always pointless.
You're wrong. The opposite is true.
And I think you just don't really know how to have fun. As long as I have this hat on, the adventure will never end.
But you're not wearing a hat, Ronnie.
Oh, schnitzelhooks, you're right. Wait, I'll have to correct that immediately. That's better.
Your hat is stupid, Ronnie.
I know. But you try folding a hat when you've got leaves instead of hands. I can't even get a paper aeroplane right. Whee!
Ow!
Oh, sorry. The game's almost finished for the day anyway. Not much longer before it's bit-dip. I'd be happy for the company while we wait for the time reset. In the meantime, I'll play you the new song I've written. Slowly pulling out your fingernailies, one by
may
one
I?
until I'm done is... Yes, I think that was probably funny enough.
Ouch! Of course. 50 years of Hats magazine. The best of hats from 5 decades.
Well, isn't that a funny coincidence? Go on, read it out. Which hat's made it to the top of the tops?
Tinfoil hats have still managed to win a good 4th place.
An outstanding choice. But where will I get that hat? I should like to have one just the same as that.
Didn't you have one with you in the computer core?
Oh, yes, silly me. It really doesn't get any better than this. After all, this hat, wait a minute, what's going on now? That was a trick! The hat is overloading my avatar! Fulocks!
Your hat is hereby fully out of fashion again. Go, now! Aha! I see potential. Ah! Ah! Ah!
That was so cool! Can we do it again?
How? The few locks are blocking the way to the shore.
You got a plan?
Coming right up. I'm gonna try something. Back in a minute.
Rufus? Rufus! Rufus! Whoa!
Ouch! Ouch! Always ouch! Oh no. Goal. I didn't want you to see this.
It's all right. I'll cope.
No one should see their own corpse.
That's not me, Rufus. That's Rita.
What? But you're right. Man, this is confusing. Last time it was you who lay here. Just like that.
I can't blame him. After all, I wasn't here.
We can change that. I know a way back.
So that I can lie there instead? This is all so depressing.
Well, at least we solved the fuel lock problem, right?
Yeah, well done. We've washed them all down to Paradox City.
Don't worry. I'll get us out of here.
Hurry then. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Whether that still works. Uh-huh. The water washed the tachyon broth off the hands. Time to recharge them. Huh, that's new too. Apparently we're even further into the future, or whatever this place is called. And... off! Done! And now? Aha! I see potential! Who said? Go! I found a way out!
Oh, thank goodness. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
The most important thing is that we're staying alive. What are we waiting for?
Nothing. Let's get out of here.
Ladies first.
Wow.
So many colorful plants.
Those are flowers. We don't even have this many on Elysium.
Well, let's be honest. It's not totally ugly.
And we have you two to thank for it.
That was us?
You ended the war and showed us the way to the promised land.
And now? Is there a party or something? Where are your comrades?
They have already left.
Into the past?
The source of everything that is good and right. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aha! I see potential. Aha! I see potential.
Hey, Rufus. I think I should apologize. Admittedly, you are a walking catastrophe, but somehow you make things work out in the end. You make things better. I had given up hope, but when I look around now...
Don't be getting all maudlin on me now. Come! The future awaits! Well, here we go. Ha! Right on target. What can I say? About time that something finally went right around here again.
Hey, you there! What are you doing there?
We are the Native Legion. We have come to claim the Holy Land of our fathers.
You certainly got a claim to being bonkers. We have lived here forever, and we don't have room for any little daddy's boys.
What are you gonna do about it, old-timer?
Old-timer? What impertinence! This means war!
Oh, here we go again.
Go, Rufus!
What are you still doing here?
Rita and Rocco! Look, Gold! It's Rita and Rocco!
Hundreds of fuel locks have been flushed into interim time.
We're evacuating the city.
What about Old Goal and Angus?
They refuse to leave. They're still on the farm.
Then we have to get them.
Well then, good luck.
Yep, you too. Did you notice Rita's belly?
Come on, it's not safe here.
You're right. Let's move. Fuel lock! Alarm! Get to safety!
Phew. That was close.
What now?
We're trapped here.
Yeah, looks like it. That means... That's why I'm telling you. Right! Right! Ah! Stop! It has to be here.
Get a move on or they'll shred us to bits.
Don't rush me. Aha! I see potential. Done! Come on! Booster rockets!
Hold tight!
Puff! What do you mean, puff?
Not my fault. They're tearing us apart here.
What's wrong? Get up here!
I can't. My leg's trapped.
Go without us. I'll stay with him. I'd only be a dead weight.
No! Either we all go, or none of us! I always wanted to safety.
Come on, Rufus. That out there is no longer our time. Someone has to save the world all over again, and I would be very disappointed if it wasn't you two. Now, go!
Yeah, okay. But where?
Now would be a great time for one of your ridiculous plans.
How ridiculous are we talking? Taking it to the max?
Looking at our current situation? Sheer stupidity, bordering on ludicrous.
Only bordering? Sorry, too late for that now. Jump!
Where are we?
In the junk caves beneath Kuvak. This is where the elephant was hiding.
Elephant. Have you mentioned that before?
Now, I'll tell you later. First, we have to find out who keeps cranking the chronocar.
And stop them, right?
Right, but be careful. We don't know in what time we've landed here.
Don't look at me.
Okay, now we know the point in time.
Do we?
And now, full speed ahead! Ah! Come on, we don't have any time to lose.
Then please, no opera.
What's an opera?
I'll explain later.
Foofnix, that was demeaning. And now he's gone and stolen our Omux as well.
We are stuck here.
No problem. I've got a plan. Can you see that thing there? I think it's some kind of Nix pox.
And they use this sort of foofnu here, do they?
They won't get far if I activate it. Sooner or later, they will be forced to come back here.
Are you sure? Who knows how often we have done this already?
Not often enough, obviously. Otherwise, they would have brought our Omux back long ago.
Sounds logical. But how do we use that machine?
I think we just need to turn that crank.
No, stop! Completely wrong!
Rufus, don't!
That's him! That's him!
Have you brought our Omux back?
The time pod? Not directly.
Then I'm just going to have to crank again.
Aha! So it was you all the time.
You have to stop. You don't know the chaos you're causing.
Who are you anyway?
We come from the future. We are from Utox. In your language, Utopia.
Utopia?
As in, the utopia that the Elysians wanted to reach by blowing up Deponia?
That plan was doomed to failure.
Because we're gonna stop it.
Yes, you will. But your people will manage to reach us one day.
It has been preordained.
At least it used to be. We just wanted to sniff a bit of historical air. Just observing, not interfering. But when we returned to our time, there was no Utox anymore. The spaceship that you call Elysium had launched and had crashed into our planet, killing everybody. That's why we returned, to fix the cause.
We wanted to re-establish the original timeline.
But then you stole our Omux. compromising the whole space-time continuum.
Everything must remain just how it once happened.
It is obvious that this timeline here is already too damaged. We have to use your Nixpox so you can return our Umux to us.
No, no, no. You can't just put everything back the way it was at the start now. You have no idea what it took to even get this far.
Even if it takes as Zizzy Arden goes, you're bound to manage it sometime. Keep back. I am going to activate the Nixpox now.
Okay, I give up. But, let me do that. You'll just break it.
Very well. But just you dare to take us for a ride on your tusks, then your girlfriend will be reduced to Moxopoxo!
Moxopoxo?
Anything but that. Piece of crap. Huh? What's this? A secret compartment for spare parts? That's impossible! Hopefully it will have the desired effect. So, done.
At last.
Now everything will remain
the way it happened before. Exactly. Watch out.
Where are we?
No time to explain. We have to hurry. Come on, we can still catch it.
Catch? What? Catch what? Catch why?
Come on! And now, full speed ahead! Ah! Oops, guess that was reverse.
Please be careful. My motion sickness.
Yeah. Relax while you hold on tight! Yahoo! Ow!
Oh, great. What now?
I think we've bought ourselves a little time. Now, if no more major accidents happen, then...
Rufus! Rufus, say something!
Holy Hugo! Rufus, everything okay?
McChronicle. Look, Goal. It's McChronicle.
Who is Goal? And what are you doing here in the middle of the road? You were going to set the elephant trap up.
Yeah, but then everything turned out differently. We stole the Utopian's time pod and accidentally wiped out the future of the universe.
Wait a minute. What? No future?
Well, except maybe for the one where... how that happened.
Oh no! I am a monster! Why didn't I listen to my father and study something sensible?
Well, I'm stumped.
Might have been better.
For all of us.
You are so right. You are so right. Forgive me, Father! I'm coming home!
Maybe we were a little hard on him.
Huh. I'm with you on that.
I'm gonna miss him. Ah, there you are. You don't need to worry anymore. It's all taken care of.
Oh, who are you?
Fufnix, he's seen us!
Don't panic, we're time travelers too. I stole your time pod and accidentally wiped out the future.
I beg your pardon?
Then you created a time loop to lure me back here. But now, it's all taken care of.
You just have to be careful when you enter interim time. It's swarming with Fulogs.
Whereby they can't regroup once the future is reopened.
Obviously true. Perhaps you are right and we've managed it this time.
It's a big load of schnufflefo to me. What are Fulogs anyway?
Long story.
We'd be happy to tell you the whole thing on the way. And it would be so kind of you to drop us off somewhere, so we can't interfere with anything.
Just be too stupid if we were to accidentally trigger another Armageddon.
Uh-huh. Very well.
And are you sure that everything has been returned back to normal?
Well, this time travel business is pretty complicated. But yeah, I think everything's fine now. Hey, you! Stop making so much noise! I worked all day on my balloon and... What the junk is going on here?
Okay, no one move a muscle.
This is an outrage! I want to know what is going on here immediately. And I want to know what you plan to do with us.
Well, fair enough. Luckily, we had a Shinshuma-Klux with us, which enabled us to fernungle your Shinshumas.
What? Nobody fernungles my Shinshumas.
It's not what you think.
Is this about eradicating memories?
Okay, it is what you think.
It's not what I thought. What about you? Well, I was thinking about an ocelot. Ocelots are really funny. Yeah.
Quiet! If one of you two is not happy with this idea, then so much the better, because only one of you can be fernungled anyway.
He will then have the honor of rescuing Deponia together with Goal.
I choose Rufus.
Great!
Not you. We're talking about the other Goal, who is still on Elysium at this point in time.
What? But what's going to happen to me?
You are going to be busaked, just like the spare Rufus.
Will you please stop with your miserable you-talks, schmoo-talks?
I think the correct expression in your language is... iced.
What?
Just wait a minute!
What did you think? You don't belong in this time.
The risk that you'll get involved again is just too great.
So, you have a choice. One of you is going to have their memories wiped, and will need to do everything again.
Oh, no. Everything? All over again? Not me.
The other one and Goal will be iced.
That doesn't sound very tempting either. Not high on my list either.
Just decide amongst you, whilst Kugo looks for a suitable fuse. Hey! What are you doing? Oh, you idiot! You knocked over the Shinshuma-Klux.
Oops.
What a foofnex. No false moves, understood?
I can't talk to him out loud. Otherwise, I'll blow his cover. Luckily, we're an experienced team and understand one another without words. Hey, Tuck, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Then the training paid off.
I learned from the best, sir. Rufus, sir.
Oh, come on. You're embarrassing me. One sir is more than enough.
Yes, sir.
Now for my plan. You have to overpower the Utopians.
Difficult? Luckily, I know exactly what to do. As soon as I break cover, there is no turning back.
You can do it, Tuck!
I'm just waiting for your command.
Okay, on my command.
If I don't make it, just leave me behind.
You can do it, Tuck!
It was an honor to have served with you, sir.
And... go!
Abort!
Abort! Abort! I have no clear line of fire! Okay, I'll take care of it. Just wait for the signal. I have understood everything, and will do exactly what you expect of me, sir.
Right. Fits.
That's fortuitous, for I finally found the fuse.
Well done, Kugo. Ha! Now it's all back in place again. Which one of you is having the brain wipe?
Me! No,
Me! I said it first.
Enough of this, Buffnox. I'll choose you.
What? Why me?
Because you are obviously the class schmogo here. Don't attempt to fight it. It will make the pain easier to bear. We will begin as soon as the Shinshuma Klux is fully charged.
Now!
What's that meant to be? An epileptic fit?
Can't you hear me? Now!
Don't think for a minute that your limited pantomime skills will be able to alter a single thing.
Damn it, Tuck! That was the signal!
What kind of signal?
When I do this, it means...
Never mind now! We'll take care of him in a minute!
It means throw now! Now!
And... energy!
Throw already! Throw!
Too late!
Well, you know the rest of the story, don't you? With no memories of his adventures the other side of time, Rufus tried everything in the book to get back to Elysium. That's how he eventually got to know me. He rescued me from the claws of the Organon, tried to return me to Elysium, and together we finally saved Deponia from certain destruction. In the end, though, he let go. And he fell. Until suddenly...
Did someone here order a taxi?
Go?
Don't tell me you need some kind of special invitation. Come on, take my hand, quick!
Wait. You don't know this bit yet, do you?
Hurry!
Ah!
Got you!
Goal! I just can't believe it! Is it really you? Or am I already dead?
You were going to be dead. I couldn't allow that to happen.
Huh, but cutting your hair off is okay.
Now, shut up and help me pull you up.
Stop this instant! Let the man go!
Everything must remain how it has already happened once before!
Who the heck are you?
That's none of your concern. The only important thing is that you understand the consequences here.
If you let him fall, then we will return you back to your time.
But if you refuse, then I will be forced to cut the rope. So, for the last time, let him go!
Who or what the hell is that?
Haven't a clue, but I'm sure they're just bluffing. You're just bluffing! You wouldn't allow me to fall to my death. I will pull him up, whether you like it or not.
Are you sure that's such a good idea?
Quite sure. Right, let's be having you. Upsy daisy! Gotcha. I've done it. Looks like we're quits then. This time, I saved you.
Yeah, looks like you did. Unfortunately, there's kind of a snag.
Why?
Well, they were not bluffing.
Huh?
What the? Hey, we're alive! The rear thrusters must have slowed the fall. Hear that, Goal? We're alive! We're... Goal? Goal? Oh no, not that! Goal! Goal!
Chillbot batteries depleted. Switching to emergency power. Danger! Danger! Consume food or replace batteries.
What's going on?
Not sure. Don't think we're dead, though.
I'm rather glad those utopians meant iced when they said iced.
Warning! Warning! Plasma explosion detected. Distance 512 clicks. Thermonuclear chain reactions will spread across the planet. Structural integrity of scrap crust will fail in 1 minute. Warning! Warning! Your provisions are in danger of defrosting.
Wait a minute! The world is gonna end in 1 minute?
And me, being the idiot I am, forgot to cancel the post.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, please, no. Is there no other way?
I don't see any.
We won't remember anything, right?
That won't change the fact that it was a great time.
Yes, it certainly has been. So long, Rufus.
It was an honor, Goal. What a nightmare! I was old and had a mustache. All my friends were dead, and Elysium had fallen from the sky. Also, I blew Deponia up. God, talk about sick. I mean, a mustache? Really? Luckily, everything's the way it was before. I can hardly wait to tell my sweet Tony about it. Sweet! The balloon filled with gas while I slept. Now, all I have to do is adjust the flame, and then it's to Elysium and beyond! Tony won't believe her eyes. I better get her crystal glasses back. Not that anything would happen to them. Time to get to work. No, stop! This seems vaguely familiar somehow. That's exactly the way things happened in my dream. I had forgotten the bubble wrap, and that's when everything went to pieces. Tony was so angry that we broke up. And then I uncovered an Organon conspiracy and started a revolution? Well, note to self, stay away from sampling the adhesives before bed. These visions aren't all bad. I should become a prophet. Nina, Nina, let me through! I'm a prophet! Huh? Hey, stop! Oh boy, somehow my vision missed this.
Wait. You don't want to seriously tell the whole story from the beginning again, do you?
But that's the point. Now that I cut out the power inverter in that thought thingy, I can remember everything.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't you just say you had missed?
So I did, you blockhead. Each and every one of the thousands of times I can now remember. But I finally hit it. Hey, didn't you see the awesome special effects? Why do you think I look so old, huh?
I was distracted.
The power inverter inverted the effect of the Shishu whatever.
Shinshuma Klux.
Memory laser. Instead of forgetting, I now remember everything. Memories of over 100 years of the same old story. You think your skin would hold out any better?
Oh, it's just a trick. Nothing more than a phony magic trick.
Do I look like I use trickery? I got gout, young fella. We completely underestimated the problem. We aren't dealing with just one loop. The time loop you created with the Chronocar was only a small loop within a much larger one. And that larger loop has 2 loops of its own, one of which has a lot more loops. The big loop only starts again at the end of the second loop.
What is that old fool driveling on about?
I think I know what he means. It's like a pizza box that you fold in the middle and then take a pen and...
No, not like a pizza box. It's actually quite simple, but just complicated. All this has already happened countless times, too often to count. And if you laser me again this time, it's just gonna repeat over and over. Goal and I will save Deponia. I'll fall. She'll try to catch me. You'll cut the cable. Goal will die. I'll blow the world to smithereens. Goal and I will thaw and crank back time. Then everything is back to the beginning, and I'll meet McThingy, what's his name? Steal the time pod, save future Goal from the future, jump off Elysium, and after we've chased across half the planet and through all the different times, we'll end up sitting here in the end again. The only difference, this time I managed a hit with the power inverter, and that's why I know this is our only chance to break the cycle.
Oh, yes? And just how are you gonna do that?
You look like you couldn't even bite through a cracker.
Yeah, there's more wind in these old lungs than you have in your entire lard butt, Greenhorn. I have a plan. First, we need to erase his memory.
What? But
after all, someone has to make sure that Deponia is saved. As soon as he's back to sleeping unaware in the balloon again, the time will be right for another brilliant Rufus maneuver.
Oh, great. You got any more bright ideas?
Huh? Who are you?
Someone who is going to rip you a new O-buff! You have completely and utterly destroyed our Umux!
And the time loop is still there, just as before. So, somewhere in the far future, everything is repeating itself. Again and again.
Well, that's wishful thinking. As we haven't iced you, no one will be able to turn back time this time. The old Rufus is going to blow up Deponia, and that will be it.
Oh. Well, at least it isn't the same stupid ending as before, right? Haha.
Don't rejoice too soon.
Rufus?
What now? Another one of them?
Which Rufus are you?
I am the Rufus you left behind on Elysium, you idiots.
That's impossible. We eliminated you before we took care of Future Goal.
You tried to kill him.
Of course. Otherwise, he would have stopped the other goal.
But you didn't mention anything about that.
They only know half the story.
Don't go!
For crying out loud.
Hey, who's there?
Room service, okay? Something is different, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's the famous elephant in the room.
Ah! Did you really think that you could simply steal our Umaks just like that?
Well, you thought wrong.
You don't belong in this timeline.
We will have to remove you.
Oh yeah? You'll have to catch me first.
Hey! Stop! I said, just stop!
You can't escape your destiny! Even if it's got a terribly heavy costume on, and consequently gets out of breath easily.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
Right. Now you're done for.
I know.
Let's move. Let's move. Now we're going to get you.
There's not much of a selection. Apparently there's just one single... Time to get out of here. Huh? What now? Some kind of immobilizer? Hey, this looks exactly like the first menu. Interesting. Haha! I knew I could do it without the instruction manual.
Hey! Stop!
Where are you going?
I'm not telling. What? This isn't the interim. I must have passed straight through a second portal. Oh, will you look at that? This is Goal's childhood.
Stop making such a noise down there, little lady. As you know, disobedience leads to chaos. Chaos leads to garbage, and garbage leads to Deponia.
He has just disqualified himself from ever taking his hypothetical grandson for the weekend. Well, what do you know? There's a space here, but it's empty. Perishable milk stashed in a... Hey, the Telly Buddies! That was my favorite. But last goal seems... I hope she... Where am I? Oh, behind... Children... Yeah. He'll thank me for that. Ah!
Surprise!
Did you really think that you would be able to hide from us here?
Well, you thought wrong.
And now, it's my turn to seek, right?
No. Wrong again. It's your turn to be eliminated.
And may Zorfix have mercy if you have changed anything here.
The portal that they had opened under my feet led into the interim. There, I was caught in the middle of a huge junk avalanche that dragged me into the depths. As if an entire city were to slide into the gaping jaws of hell.
Paradox City. The whole place must have slipped down when the future opened up underneath it.
Yes, but this timeline also came to an end. After an eternity in free fall, I finally landed there. My last thought was, if only I had a weapon with which I could open portals. Maybe I could have used it to slow my fall.
That doesn't explain how you got onto our back seat.
No, it doesn't. I wanted to build a little tension. I assume that this whole thing has happened like this thousands of times. And every time, I came to on Elysium and had forgotten everything. Almost everything. Because the sequences gradually became more and more familiar. For crying out loud.
Hey.
Room service, okay? I think I have déjà vu. Something is wrong here, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's the famous elephant in the room.
Ah!
Did you really think that you could...
Hey! Stop!
Got milk? Check. That's all I could get. A bottle full of... That's what... So many... What do I... Doesn't matter. Actually, out on the other hand is... Whoops! It doesn't seem to, but I am... As if a... I don't know what I've built, but it... Hey, I can actually see some up at wherever I... Why does that like or something? Yeah. Ha! Ah! Are they following me everywhere now? I have to shake them off somehow.
That's a waste of time. It's impossible to survive a fall like that. He was smashed to pieces on the ground.
Talking about ground, what's happened to the future? There shouldn't be any ground here.
What could we have overlooked?
We'll have to go back again. But first, let's check around that corner there.
Very well. Better safe than sorry.
Well, look at that. It's our Umux.
Someone else is trying to interfere with the course of history.
Everything's very easy for us. Come on. I've got an idea.
Ow! This time I really broke every bone in my body. I guess it's about time. The pain. I think I'm gonna pass out. With the last of my strength, I crawled onto the back seat and hid under a blanket in the storage compartment. Then I lost consciousness.
And now you are stuck here, too. Well done. Is the bit where we realize what use this is to us going to come now?
I think I understand. You were already in Kubak when we got rid of Macronicle, but you were also there, exactly the same, when we didn't do that. No matter which time loop we're talking about, Rufus is sitting in the back seat. Here!
Hello?
As well as in the other timeline where Macronicle got to Kubak.
You mean he was also cowering on the back seat when Rufus and Macronicle stole the time pod?
And now, full speed ahead! Ah! Oops, guess that was reversed.
As well as during your side trip to future Elysium's ruins. Exactly.
There's a fire extinguisher in the storage compartment behind you. Could you please?
All right.
I think you're... That doesn't matter. It'll work. A fire extinguisher is a fire extinguisher, right?
He was there when you brought Future Goal to Elysium.
Oh, that was a piercing, was it?
Change the subject, okay?
If we have to. What's our next move?
And disappeared with her into interim time.
Wicked. But that means...
Did someone here order a taxi?
Goal?
Don't tell me you need some kind of special invitation. Come on, take my hand, quick!
No, wait!
Yikes!
Well, peekaboo, surprise!
Rufus? But how on earth did you get there?
It's a long story, which we don't really have time for, right? Right. I want to keep you from... Oh, look, Barry.
Hello, Rufus!
I want to keep you from making a big mistake. Whatever you're up to, it won't turn out well.
Oh, you think so? Then just you watch. Rufus, your hand, now!
No! Stop!
Hurry! What are you waiting for?
Ah!
Got you!
Goal! I just can't believe it! How can you be here? And who is he?
Well, I'm here to save you! But who knows what he's doing here?
Then let me explain. I'm here to warn you. About what? That you've gained weight? A postcard would have been enough. I want to stop you from ruining the ending.
Oh, just shut up, will you? Both of you just shut up and help me get you in here!
Stop this instant! Let the man go! Actually, the men!
Everything must remain how it has already happened once before!
Who the heck are you?
That's none of your concern. The only important thing is that you understand the consequences here.
If you let them fall, then we'll return you to your time.
But if you refuse, then I will be forced to cut the rope. Now for the last time, let them go!
Who or what the hell is that?
Haven't a clue, but I'm sure they're just bluffing.
No, they're not. Goal, you know me. I'm the Rufus who saved you from your future, but that future no longer exists.
That is the whole point of this.
You don't understand. Somehow, we've fallen into a time loop. We have to break the cycle. Future? What's all this talk about the future?
Let's just assume that you are right. Do you have a plan to get us out of this almighty mess?
No, not this time. I have one. Pull us up, then we'll kick these elephants in their fat elephant asses.
That sounds like a plan to me.
That's not a plan. That's suicide.
Ha! Since when can you tell the difference?
Since when is there a difference? Duh. I know that they'll carry out their threat. It's already happened that way so many times.
Then why don't you suggest something new instead? But do it fast, please.
There's only one thing you can do. You have to let go.
Okay, that seems a bit extreme, but as long as it's part of another brilliant Rufus maneuver, it's all right by me. So, what's your plan? You parked your hoverboard under the next cloud? Or have you got a whistle with which you can summon the eagles? Or, wait a minute, no, you exchanged all of us with holograms, right? Come on, out with it. I let go and then what? How the heck are you planning to break your fall?
Not at all. We won't survive.
What? What kind of plan is that?
Try to understand. It's not about saving him or me here. What? Why? Since when? We're already history. But for you, Goal, there's still a future. I'm sorry for giving you false hope. Both of us. Make it 3. I should never have brought you back from your future. I wanted to find a better ending. And I came within a hair of ruining everything we achieved. Deponia is now in a time loop. Happy ending? Nothing of the kind. And the ending you're creating here is the worst of all. I didn't want to tell you this, but if you do this, Goal will die. Afraid so. And I grow a mustache. No, you're lying. Why are you lying?
So, there is no hope for us? What's happened has happened and there's no way of reversing it?
Nonsense. There is always hope. And you can do all sorts of impossible things. And you definitely should. Tons of them. Several times a day. You can defeat the Organon. Travel to Elysium. Find a practical use for half-fashion. And pick stars from the heavens. Even the past can be changed, if required. But if you undo all the great impossible things that you have achieved, then you have to do them all over again. Only then, they're no longer quite as impossible, you know? Do you really want to change what you went through together? Destroy the world over and over just to save it again? You fought together for one goal. What are you fighting for if it never ends? But this is your moment. The decision is yours. I've said all I can say, and I'm at the end of my strength. Bon voyage.
No! No!
What a jerk.
For sure. Oh, what does he know? There's always a way, right? Come on, just say it. We'll make it! Somehow.
I think he was right, Goal. It would be really stupid if everything we've been through had never happened.
Could you wrap it up already?
And anyway, changing the past? That's child's fuffnecks.
We've done far more impossible things.
We divided your personality in 3.
Cloning you?
Hello?
Shrunk you and put you in Bozo's ear?
Huh? When did that happen?
You were asleep at the time. The important thing is, though, that we had a great time together.
Yes, we certainly did.
Only the most impossible thing of all, I did alone. Let you go. Maybe that's the one thing that we should correct. Let's do it together.
But I can't do that.
Our patience is at an end. We are now going to count to Zux. Bongo, Bongo, Schnicks, Double Schnicks, Klobitz.
I never had the chance to say goodbye. So goodbye, Rufus.
Klobitz too?
We had such an awesome time.
Ubel?
Yeah, super awesome.
Korklatch? Nasal?
Zux.
Nice. Although, wait a minute.
As I have mentioned before, The end was never our creation. It was there all this time. All we did was tempt it, and somehow outmaneuver it once again. Perhaps we're not doing so bad after all. The Utopians took me back to the time when Rufus and McChronicle had picked me up. Of course, I was still grieving, but there was also something new and old. Hope. I've been thinking about the other Rufus a lot. Was there another goal, too? I would have liked to have found out more about their adventures. But apart from me and the Utopians, no one knew that they had ever existed. And that above all, everything had not been in vain. They left no trace, except in my memories.
Is just like the sea, baby, just as deep and as wide, I agree. There are sharks, crake, and venomous eels, and terrors completely unknown, lurking ground. But Pimpy, oh Pimpy, oh Pimpy, the clown will not let you drown. Promise, honey. Pimpy, oh Pimpy, oh Pimpy, the clown will steer you through threats that wait beneath in creepy reefs below the waves' crown. Pimpy, oh Pimpy, oh Pimpy, the clown. I won't let you drown, baby. I got you.